Hey guys. Hi guys. Me again. I'm at the end of my run, on the run, and I did deliver a message this morning, and I had the intuition or gut feeling that I was going to be called on again to deliver a message. And I wanted to just go in and maybe do some card readings, but I wanted to make it a short message because I feel very strongly that somebody out there needs to hear this message. And if they see a long video, they might not tune in. So I'm going to make it kind of short and snappy. And like all of my messages, they're based on personal experience and insight gained from that. So on my run, I was just thinking and questioning, not even questioning, it just popped into my mind after this morning's messages about the whale and going deep into our own connection to allow the higher consciousness to clear and heal and balance us and to bring forth creative expression through our own divine frequency from going deep within our heart space, going deep within and connecting and allowing and flowing and accepting and surrendering and letting go all in one. And so what came to my mind this morning was we've all can experience this in some way, shape, or form where we felt, hi, Donnie Dino, where we felt that we needed to hold space for another, a friend, a loved one, a family member, a spouse, a partner, where we felt we needed to hold space for somebody. And for me personally, I'm going to just say straight out that I feel I've been holding space for people since the day I was born, practically, holding space for others to go through their transmutation and transformation. So I felt that maybe, like a lot of you guys, you came into this existence with the veil a lot thinner, and that connection to your goddess within you a lot clearer and a lot more flowing as a master light blaster. So as a master light blaster, you have come to hold space for loved ones and others. And sometimes you might have questioned that, what the hell did I choose this for? Or man, I must have had a bad relationship with them in a past life and now I'm paying karma. And it's not about paying karma, guys. It's about having a soul contract where you guys came in together as a team, you as the holding the space of the light in connection to your heart, and allowing that other person to act out or go through their crying or go through their transitions, go through their addictions, go through this, that, and the other thing, where you really can see them clearly in the light, but they're playing out these scenarios. But you came as a team to help and support one another. So you standing in your light, in your center, in your unconditional love, you allow them the space to transmute energies that they came as an old soul, a master light blaster, but playing the other side of that. Again, it is how the yin, the yang, the contrast come together in unison. So you have held space for someone, I know it, because this message is really strong, for somebody in your life to go through a transmutation of which they came, not because they were less than, but because they were strong enough to endure this transmutation, cutting off ancestry patterns, cycles within many timelines. So you have agreed to hold space. And in that holding space over time and time and time and time, this also brings the point, sometimes you get sick of it. And I'm not saying this is where you're being abused, okay? You came and you know through your own discernment how much you are supposed to hold space for how long and when to disconnect. So first of all, trust that guidance. But this is to bring peace to somebody, all of us out there that have experienced it. And there comes a time where you've held the space for so long, the human part of you almost wants to give up and throw in the towel and say, and disconnect. Or you become numb and you feel even guilty that you're not emotionally connecting with the other person and giving them the compassion, the intention that they need. But Spirit is saying, no, 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 don't doubt that. That was not your job. Your job was just to hold that space, to anchor the light, a safe space for them to go. And a lot of it's a parent child to go through their Spirit saying shit show. And but they came because they're strong souls. You came as the light and they came to transmute those energies. So you really did act as a team. And I know I personally have felt kind of like numb, like where you've really disconnected emotionally, but you had to do that in order to keep holding that space. And you needed to do that to nurture your own heart and soul. You didn't come to be involved in the drama, to put up with shit, to banter back and forth, to prove your point. You came just to hold the space. And don't feel like you didn't do your job. You were just there, whether it be a moment in time with someone or whether it be a lifelong relationship or long term or short term, no matter what, it was a contract that you came to hold the light, not to get caught up in the drama, not to get caught up in the negativity, but just to hold the space, to disconnect, to go within, to nurture your heart, soul, physically, mentally, and emotionally the best you can, but also to discern when you're to step out of that cycle, when it's time to cut it off, because it's not even that you're supposed to be a crutch. Every engagement is different. Everyone is going through their own individual transformation, transmutation, alchemization, individually and collectively. But you as Master Light Blasters truly have come to hold the space of light. And what is a Master Light Blaster? Their light is activated through the darkness. So it wasn't one-sided where you're holding space. As you hold space and witness the other person's transformation, you are activated by their activation and you gain insight, wisdom, and knowledge. Because I gain the greatest ahas, I gain the greatest activations through the darkest diving into the ocean related to this morning's message. So watch that, guys, if you haven't. But that whale is deep, deep in the ocean. The whale is holding space and light and multidimensionally for Gaia, for us, and through that interconnection. And it lives its truth. It speaks its truth. It's through its throat chakra, through its sound. It reverberates its truth, communicating throughout family, throughout its I don't know if they're pods or tribes, but also throughout eternally, because they are actually alien in that they are consciously multidimensional and holding that space. So you guys have come as a whale. You can call yourself a whale per se. Oh God, that just brings an old memory back. And obviously I have to transmute it, but I remember laying out as a teenager and someone saying, oh, you look like a beached whale. So I'm not talking about that kind of whale. I'm talking about a whale that has gone deep and connected deeply to their goddess and godness, and have allowed their multidimensional self to support, to aid you in this experience, holding space for another. And that is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful contract, and it's beautiful. But that is not to say that you don't go about living your joy, living your fulfillment, okay? It's just to bring peace, a deeper understanding and insight if you've gone through this, which I feel a lot of you guys are actually coming out of this, and a lot of contracts are wrapping up, and it's always up to you. If you've had enough of that contract, you can wrap it up. And know in the wrapping up and the letting go of it, that is also something you've contracted, okay? It's okay. It's okay to say no. It's okay to let go. And it's not that you were to be a doormat. You are just being that whale. You're just anchoring in that deep, deep connection to the truth of God, goddess within all of us. So hopefully this made sense to somebody out there, because it certainly did to me. And not to feel bad or ever question, did I do this right, or did I say that right, or should have done a whatever. No, all you were meant to be is to anchor that light and hold the space, and not to teach, not to convince, not to heal anyone. That is up to them. It is not your job to heal anyone. You are just holding the space to reflect a light for the individual to heal and come into their own balance. All right, guys. Hey, Heather. Hey, Suzanne, Donnie. I just wanted to deliver this quickie because I felt someone out there needed it. And I'm going to go in and do some readings for anybody who is interested. So I just am wrapping up a run. And if you haven't watched this morning's Ria on the Run, it was another shortish. It's kind of a precursor to this message. So I'm going to hop in, get this wetness off because it did end up raining on me a little bit. So just, you guys, thank you for being Master Light Blasters. Thank you for choosing your strength and your light, and thank those in your life for transmuting the darkness that you see them undergoing. And it's all beautiful, and we're all in this together, guys. But don't forget, do something for yourself. Spirit is having me say this at the end of every live lately. What can you do to nurture your physical body? Not through obligation, not through a have to, not that, oh, I think I need to, but for the sheer physical, sensual joy of it. May you all shine with the entirety, thank you, Suzanne, the entirety of all the love and light that you are. And I'm going to hop back on in a minute for anybody who wants to maybe take this further or have readings done on how this does affect them, or give them further, give you guys personal insight or whatever comes through. All right, guys, I love you.